Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ottavia and today it's an exciting video for you. I'm gonna emboss some books with the embosser that my amazing boyfriend got me for Christmas last year. And I haven't embossed any books except for one because I just wanted to see what was actually the inscription inside, which you're gonna find out later which one is it once I'm gonna show you the first book that I actually embossed. And I have technically 9 series more or less to show you, and what I want to do is basically emboss the books that I love, that I'm gonna cherish forever and ever. I will never get rid of, and they're always gonna be part of my bookshelf and hopefully a bigger library one day. But for the moment, just a bookshelf, the one behind that you see, and a mini one here. But I am really excited to show you the books that I'm sure they're gonna stay with me forever and ever, and I will never get rid of these because they have so much, like, these books are my life, literally my life, and you can see also the type of style and genre of books that I love. So without further ado, let's start. Okay, the first one that I actually decided to emboss for the first time, so this is already embossed but not the actual full series, and it's Eragon by Christopher Paolini. And I actually embossed it. It's a cat and it says from the library of, and then my name. I was so happy when he showed me this because it's like, it's so cute. But why did I choose Eragon? Because Eragon is one of those fantasy books that I loved when I was a child. I've never finished this series. In fact, I finished it last year because they were, so massive, and then other books came up and I never continued. Actually, I have it in Italian because I just read in Italian, and as you can see how like yellow the pages are. But it was well loved. Even the cover is well loved. Actually, they don't have the cover. I'm gonna show you anyway the books now. So the first one is Eragon. Next one is Eldest. I don't have a cover. I don't know where he went. I'm gonna show you anyway what kind of picture was actually in front. It's still one of the dragons. I remember I gave this one to my dad one time, and he just, I don't know. I thought I gave it to him. He says no, so I'm not sure, but it's fine. Then I got a really limited edition of Brisinga, which is a Rizzoli kind of edition in Italy, which I love. Look at this, it's so beautiful. The fourth one is Inheritance, so like a green color. And then Christopher Paolini came out in 2023, the book of Murtagh by, of course, Christopher Paolini. So this is the 5th one, and I think he's not going to do any more. But I don't know, and I got the version with the actual red sprayed edges, and oh my god, I love it. Look, the symbol, love it. But anyway, what it is about is about this boy called Eragon. He's 15 years old and he's just living with his uncle and cousin there, and they don't have much money, so he's quite good at hunting. So one time when he decided to hunt in an area that he shouldn't supposed to do it, he found this kind of stone, this blue stone, that it's really beautiful. It doesn't have any kind of structure of a stone, but that's what he thinks, that it might be a stone. So he wants to try to sell it, but no one wants it because where he took it is like, oh, it's something evil, it's something bad. And what found out, which is not actually a spoiler, that is not actually a stone, but it's an egg for a dragon, and is gonna call her Saphira, and the story goes there. And it's really, I love the characters, and you can see that Christopher Paolini wrote it when he was really young. It's really easy to read, sometimes a little bit too much repetitive, but you can see also his love for the Lord of the Rings, because yeah, you can see that you have elves, you have dwarves, you have other creatures, you have dragons, and you see Eragon involved from the first book to the last one, and also this person called Murtag, which is quite important in the story. And this place, Alagasia, I think the name is, and of this world is actually under the reign of Galbatorix, which is a really bad person that wants to drag all to himself, and actually drag are extinct, and so on and so on. But I love it, and yeah, that's why I decided to basically emboss this one as the first one. Talking about dragons, The Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon is the next one that I want to emboss, because I loved it, because I enjoyed it, except the last 50 pages. I know that I haven't finished the series. I know there's a prequel that I still have to read, and there's a new book coming out in August. But I think I consider this one anyway as a standalone anyway, because it's not going to be, well, I don't know if we're going to have a continuation of its actual characters. But I enjoyed it so much that I'm sure that I will never get rid of it. And also, I'm proud to say that it's more than 800 pages, and I read it in 17 days or less. So, I mean, good job for me, right? But this is a complex story in itself, but it's about this world that is really divided. There's a side of the world that has a queen that doesn't have an heir, and there's an ancient enemy that is awakened after more than 1,000 years. And you see 4 points of view that are really, really important, and I like especially one of them, which is kind of involved of the Priory of the Orange Tree. And I loved the story. I loved like the drama, the plot twist, the characters as well. I love also the romance in it, because it was so pure and really slow burn, which is what I wanted, and it's believable. That's what I want. And also, this is another book that I think you shouldn't like read too much about. You just have to go with it, and it's about dragons. Yeah, you feel for every single character in here. You love them and you hate some of them, and I think Samantha Shannon did an amazing job. I know that she did other books they offer, but I haven't read any of them. I don't know if they're really for me. I'm gonna try maybe, but I'll stick with these ones. Next one is another like series that hasn't finished, and I'm not sure when the third one is gonna come out, but it's so interesting that I decided that I want to emboss. And it's this one. These 2 books from the Flesh and False God trilogy, or series actually, because I have no idea what it's going to be. I have no idea. But the first one is Immortal Longings, and the second one is Vilest Things. I actually got, like, I think the foils edition with the yellow sprayed edges. The artwork inside is beautiful, and also I got it signed. So I'm super happy. Instead, this one is the signed exclusive edition that I got in Waterstone, and I love this one as well. It doesn't have any sprayed edges, it's still white, but I got it signed as well. Chloe Gong is basically now again like one of my favorite authors, and I can't wait to continue reading books from her. I know there's a new one that is gonna come out soon, and I love it. But it's really difficult to describe this book, but it's a little bit of, I think, sci-fi fantasy in a way. So it's about this world where there's a few people that can actually enter like a body with their souls and stay for a little bit, for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or even for the whole life. And when you jump from a body to another, your body basically is there. Like, it's not like it's gonna go away, it's there, but so basically if you're jumping from one place to another, sometimes you also forget which one is your actual body. So it's really interesting, and that's why I wanted to emboss it, because I've never read anything like this before, and it's actually inspired by the Shakespeare Antony and Cleopatra. So it is true, and it's true. And it's freaking good. It's freaking good. But I think it was for 100 pages I didn't get as much what didn't understand the world building or exactly what was happening. But then after you get the gist, it's fun. It's fun. And I can't wait to emboss it. And of course, I need to talk about this author, Circe with the Crowns of Nyaxia series. And I have here at the moment The 7 Wings of Night, which is the first book. The second book, The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. And the third one, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, which is actually this was a Waterstone Sign exclusive edition. And I am so happy. Da-da-da. And I love these books, first of all, because every single one of them has something underneath the dust jacket that I love. And I can't wait for the fourth one. Look at this one. Oh, God. I can't wait for the fourth one that I think is going to come in July. And I love vampires now, and I haven't read the vampire books in ages, and this is all about the vampire, the kind of like the Nyaxia kind of situation there, and I loved it, and I loved it. It's so good, and I think it's one of the series that I will never get rid of. That's why it's gonna get embossed from me, all these 3 books, and then hopefully the fourth one. I know there's the other novellas, Lane the Vampire, what's it called? So I know that there was the 6 Scorched Roses, which I read, but I saw it on in the bookstore, but I didn't get it. And then is the other one Slaying the Vampire, oh, what's it called? Because I saw it yesterday, and I was like, ooh, I should get it, but then I was like, I read it, I don't know if I want it because it's a novella, but it's Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, which is beautiful, but we'll see if I get it. It's not my priority. My priority is the actual physical book. But it's basically like a series that divided in like duology itself, because the first and the second book are predominantly about 2 characters, and then the third and fourth one other ones, but they're still characters from the previous books, so you see it in there, and also from the 2 novella that I said about. Basically, it's about this world where it's, you know, humans are living, but there's a specific one where there's only vampires. So the vampires are one, they're more predominant there. And why it happened like this? Because Nyaxia was part of the gods, but then something happened, and then she decided to rebel and create the vampires. So you have 3 important houses, and in this one we are following Nightborn, House Nightborn Vampire King. And it's about this girl called Raya, that she's an adopted human daughter of the Nightborn Vampire King. She's trained from this vampire because anyway, she's a human, so she needs to take care of herself. So her only chance to become something more than praise to enter the Kijari, a legendary tournament held by the goddess of death herself, which is Nyaxia. But winning won't be easy against the most vicious warriors from all 3 vampires' houses. To survive, Raya is forced to make an alliance with a mysterious rival. And it comes Ryan, that is dangerous, ruthless vampire, an efficient killer, an enemy to her father's crown and her greatest competition. Yet what terrifies Ryan most of all is that she finds herself strangely drawn to him. And there's a romance which I love, and oh my god, listen, these books destroy me. This one, the end, destroy me, and I can't wait for the next one. Like Carissa Broadband, you do an amazing job. And these books are going to stay here forever. Okay, next one I'm going to talk about is, of course, the Nyaxia Trilogy by Rosalind Miles. And I want to keep them here forever and ever and ever. The first one is Guinevere, Queen of the Summer Country. The second one is The Knight of the Sacred Lake. And the third one is The Child of the Holy Grail. And, of course, these books are about Guinevere, Arthur, Camelot, Lancelot, and the story of this like ancient story of Arthur and also the Holy Grail. And I loved it. Rosalind Miles is one of my favorite author. I actually talk more in details about this trilogy in my video called The Hidden Gems Fantasy Books. I'm gonna link it in the description below if you wanna know more my thoughts, but it's beautiful. Go and read it. I love it. If you like Guinevere, if you like Arthur, if you like the myth of Merlin, this is for you. Now I have a free standalone to show you, The first one is An Enchantment of Ravens by Margaret Rogerson, and also The Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. And listen, they are quite small, especially this one, but I love them. I love them and I don't want to get rid of them. So I decided to emboss them. This one is so small, but I love when a fantasy about fairies goes like that. It's my favorite. Like it's about this girl that she's a really amazing painter and she can actually see how the fairies are. So she's the only painter that does portraits of fairies. And then this person or this fairy come in and wants to have the portrait painted. And the problem is that she did something that shouldn't have done, which is basically she made him human because she saw a specific emotion that shouldn't have been transpired. So she's taken away from this guy that is actually like a king of a court, and I don't remember which one, and lots of things happening in a small book. But it was beautiful. It's basically not what you see is actually what it seems. Let's leave it like that. And this one I read it a few years ago, and I was so happy to hear that it was actually a standalone. And it's about Elizabeth that's known that as long as she has known anything, raised as a foundling in one of great libraries, Elizabeth has grown up among magical grimoires that rattle beneath iron chains, capable of transforming into grotesque monsters. When an act of sabotage releases the library's most dangerous grimoire, Elizabeth is accused of treason, with no one to turn to but a sworn enemy, the sorcerer Nephalian Thorn, and his mysterious servant. She finds herself entangled in a centuries-old conspiracy. Not only could the great libraries go up in flames, but the world along with them. It was really, really beautiful. So this is going to be embossed. And the other one that I want to talk about is Circe by Madeline Miller, because Madeline Miller, it's amazing. I love it. I talked more about this book in the same video where I talked about Ottavia trilogy called The Hidden Gems, a fantasy book, so I'll leave it down below. And I mean, I love this about Circe, daughter of Helios, which is basically part of the Titans, and her journey of a little bit of witchcraft as well, because she has powers that no one else has, and she's been banished to the island of Aiaia after she did something that she wasn't supposed to do. And you see Odysseus there, and it was so beautiful. The writing style of this freaking woman, it's amazing. So if you haven't read it, go and read it. Go and read it. I'll never get rid of this copy. It's beautiful as well. And last one for the moment for this video, it's another book that I talked in the same video previously, The Il Minute by Cecilia da Thornton, and it's the trilogy of the Bitterbine trilogy. So this is the first book. The second book is The Lady of the Sorrows, and the third one is The Battle Evernight. And I will never get rid of them. I will never get rid of them. I love the journey, even though the ending's not really the greatest. But I freaking loved it. It's about this person that you don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Something happened to their face, can't talk, and it's a journey in this fantastical world of myth and legends and fairies, bad people, and the journey of this person to see why they're like that, and the discovery also their name, because they don't know their names. And it was so beautiful. No one talked about this book. Please go and read it. It's a little bit an oldish book, the same as other ones that I showed you, but if you want something a little bit different, that's the one. And it's I mean, if you want a little bit of like fairies, I mean, everyone loves fairies, so go and read this one, no? So I'm never gonna get rid of it, and I'm gonna emboss all of them. And there you have it. These are the books that I want to talk to you about today. I hope you enjoy this video, and I hope you enjoy my little segment of embossing. And I am really, really excited. I'm so happy that I have these amazing books with me. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like to subscribe and to like this video, that would be lovely. If you want to see more videos like this, or if you want to see more my face, And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye, ciao.